What's up everyone, welcome back. In the last video we ended up working on what happened when you click the accept button to pick up the list. Okay, so if I go here and bring this guy over here and I do type his name, and then once he accept the application or pay or whatever, you can see you're gonna see a notification and like this. And well, in the video I have on my Patreon, we didn't add the notification yet, but I'm gonna show you how to do it in this video. Okay, so when you click this, you see that welcome to the new apartment, and then now if I go to apartment number 1, it won't let me open the door because this is not the apartment that I rented, right? But if I go number 2, it let me open the door. But there's another thing too that I add, but that's what we're gonna work on today as well, is what happened, because what happened if you don't pay your rent. So if you don't pay your rent, the manager or the owner of the apartment have the ability to lock you from the apartment. Okay, as you can see, this is gonna be the eviction note that I'm gonna put somewhere over here, but for now I just spawned this block. Okay, so if I go right here and I press trying to get in my house, it's gonna say, okay, well, nah, this is the eviction notice, you owe money. And when you hit pay rent now, it's gonna, I didn't work on that part yet, but it's supposed to pay the rent and give you access to the apartment again. Okay, and to prevent people from doing favor from for other people, okay, so I make it where you cannot unlock it until the rent is paid. Okay, and another thing too, I started working on the, give me 1 second, I started working on the business part of the game. Okay, let's see, if I go over this way and hit play, now you can see this is the business part of the game that I started working on, and I worked on it on this last night or this morning in the stream. You don't have to watch it because, like I said, I'm gonna make a proper video about it on how to go about it. So pretty much I built all of this inside the Unreal Engine. So yeah, and then we got this sliding door. There you go, door slide, and when I work out, slide back out. I mean back again, like that. And you can see, but you can see this little light turning on green when it's on, turning green when you close it. Okay, so today, what we're gonna work on today is right now, if I take this character, hold on. If I take the client and make the client go over here, and then server come over this way, I can search his name, this guy name, and then once I'm done, give him apartment. Let's give him apartment 1 this time. Okay, this time we give him apartment 1. Pick it up. Accept and agree. You see we didn't get the notification. We're gonna work on that. And now if I try to open apartment number 2, it says no, I can't open apartment number 2. And if I open 1, it says yes, and then we're gonna do the door opening. Okay, so first thing first, let's do the door. Let's close all of this and let's do the door. So it's pretty much going to be the same thing the way we did for the house, right? So let's go to application. What is this? Let's add some comments to this so we know what these are. Play montage. Trust me, add comments because it will help you in the long run. And this one is give player money. Okay, so let's find empty spot and say server open apartment door. And make it run on server. And then we can do multicast open apartment door. And you get a multicast. Let's add 2 input. The first one gonna be a primitive component. And we can call this one door. Oh, not door. Door. And this one will be angle. And this one gonna be a float. And we can say MC open apartment door. And we pass these. Okay. Like so. So if we go and look at this, we can just grab everything, paste it down here, and then connect this, and we can rename this. Oh, we can just leave it to what it is. It's called timeline. Oh, nah, let's rename it time door. Let's say APT door timeline, so that way we know. Yeah. And then we pass the mesh, the door mesh. Okay, and we can pass the angle here if we want to. That way we can adjust how we want the door to open. Okay, so let's say open apartment door. Okay, and now let's go to the door, the apartment door, like so. And right here, there's a check we're gonna do after this. Matter of fact, let's do the check first. Let's go ahead and do the check. Let me look at my notes real quick. Where is it? Door is locked. We need a boolean called is locked by manager or owner, doesn't matter. So we're checking to see if the door is locked by the manager or owner. So this is what's checking to see if your rent is due or did you pay your rent or not yet. Okay. And I'm leaving the part where it's checking your rent out for a reason, because you should be able to do that. Okay, because it's the same way we did it for the house when we check in every X amount of time to see if the player pay their rent. Okay, so you can do the same thing, the same way we did it for the house to check to see if the house is renting or not. It's the same way you do it here for the apartment, to make sure you check if your tenant is paying their rent on time. Okay, so we get the player character. If the apartment is locked by manager, let's unplug this. We're doing it on the false. If it's not locked by manager, okay, then the player will be able to open their door. Server open apartment door, and we get the door mesh, and we say open 90 degrees. Okay, if it's locked by manager, for now, let's print a string, and let's say locked, like that. So if I hit play, bring this guy over this way, he goes over here. We're gonna remove this chair thing because I don't see no need for it anymore. It was just for look. It wasn't even for anything. But I'm probably gonna make a proper sitting down for it. So we're in apartment number 2. get it. Now apartment number 2 should be open like that. Come on, why you keep going over there? There we go. Oops. Like that. But so if I like this, by default, right, and I continue with the process again, same thing, search the name, give me apartment number 2 again. I need to check this input thing. Now if I try to open the door, it should say locked. See? Locked. Because now this is where, you know, the tenant hasn't paid a rent, and then now you as the owner of the apartment, you lock them from getting access to the apartment because they didn't pay the rent. Okay, so now we're going to work on the excuse me, the notification part. Okay, the notification part to show after we agree and rent the home, we show the notification, and also when no, first let's give it the ability to lock it like the apartment. Okay, so now I need to go to my apartment and show eviction notice. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm looking for my note right now. Like this. Okay. So now we need to go to the apartment component, like right here, and somewhere with the empty space. Let's go. What is this? Client rent apartment. Okay, this is where we're doing the renting. Say rent apartment. Okay. So under the rent apartment, let's do it right here. Say server lock apartment. And we do MC lock apartment. Let's move this down a little bit more. Right here. And the first thing we need to do, we need some input. We need integer and a text. This one will be door index because we need to know which apartment we are locking, and this is the message for the eviction note. Okay, when we type the eviction note, or when we get them to leave. So we're gonna create a function called get unit, get apartment unit, and apartment unit. So with this one, we're going to say get overlapping. Oh, this one needs to be in the character, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry. The lock, for some reason it wasn't working. It wasn't working on the component for some reason. The multiplication part was it. Wait, what? Multiplication? Replication part wasn't working on the client, for the client on the renting or the lock and door section. Sorry. So this, let's go inside a character. Matter of fact, let's exit out of this. And it's early in the morning. Well, it's not even morning. It's almost 1 o'clock. Okay, so let's do this. We pick the same function that we create, server lock apartment, and then okay, what is going on today with me? Okay, there you go. Make sure it's running on server MC on multicast. See, I'm glad I checked. Okay, so now let's create the function. Let's call it get unit apartment unit. Apartment unit. All right. And let me check my note. We say get overlapping actors, which is the BP apartment. That's what we want. And then we're gonna do a for each loop. For each loop. And we're gonna get the apartment ref, get apt ref message. The interface, checking to see is valid. If it is valid, we're going to get all child actors because we want to loop through all the doors, and then we need to copy at the particular index that we clicked on. Okay, so we're gonna pass this, and we're gonna call this one door index. Okay, and we're gonna cast to the door, cast to BP door, because we want some information about the door, and we're checking to see is valid, and then we're gonna return what we're turning. We're gonna return the door as APC door, APT door. Right, application. So now that we have the door, what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag the get apartment. We get it at the door index. Okay, so if we click on door 1, we get it at door 1. If we click on door 2, we're gonna get it at door 2. Okay, and now from the door, we're gonna say set lock by manager. We're gonna set it to true because that's where we're locking it. And you can do another, if you wanna toggle the lock button, you can whatever we're doing here, we can do the opposite to unlock the door. Okay, but right now we're locking the door. Okay, so we're gonna say set message. Do we have, okay, we gotta go to the door. Let's add a new variable, call it message. Make sure it's replicated, compile and save, and we can say set message. That's the message we're gonna get from the input to pass to the eviction note or notice. Like if you want to let the player know why their house is locked. Okay, and then we need the get door mesh. Why did I do that? Why am I hiding the door mesh? Okay, well, let's do it that way then. Set hidden game to, I don't know why I have it like that, because it was never hidden. Yeah, we don't need to do that. I don't know why I did it in my other project, because we don't want to do anything to the door. Yeah, we also need another static mesh inside of the apartment door. Let's call it note. This is where you can spawn like a clipboard or a piece of paper with the eviction sign or notice on. And let's say no collision, because we don't want nobody to collide with this. So that way we can see it. Let's add a cube. We're gonna add a cube like that. And then this, matter of fact, let me show you what this can represent. So it can be like a big eviction node like that. Let's say this is like that. The piece of paper that you kind of like slap on their door to let them know something is wrong or they are being evicted. Okay, so we can leave it like that. And then in the character from the door, you can say get note. And then for the note, by default, it should be hitting a game should be true, because we don't want to see it for now. Only when we send the notice, we should see it. We can say set hitting in game to true, because we are putting these people out. And we can say set collision enable to no collision, because you don't want people to be blocked by this, because we already have the function checked to let them open the door or not. So we can say MC lock apartment, and what we do, passing the index, passing the message, and then let's add a comment, lock apartment. Okay, let's put a note so we know what this is. And now if we go to the UI and let's hide this lock, and let's unhide this, not this one, unique container, this one. Okay, and let's change this. Let me open mine so I can speed this up. Okay. Yep. Let's change this to apartment lock BTN, and let's say lock apartment. Lock apartment. And let's do 13. And on click, button index. This is what we're looking for. Button index. We can change, because remember we're getting the button index. Well, we're getting it. Oh yeah, so this is the index that we got created on this widget. Okay, to know which one which apartment it is. So we should have a button called button index, a variable. Let's rename it to unit index. Okay, so on the button, click this button, and let's also do this one, eviction message input. So this one on text committed, right? We can say we promote this to a variable, eviction message, like that. And when the button is clicked, we need to get our player character reference, check to see if it's valid. If it is, we're gonna call server lock apartment. And then the door index will be the unit index. And then the message will be the eviction message. Like that. And if you want, we can return to the main menu. We can do this. Okay. And let's add a comment. Lock apartment door. If rent hasn't been paid. So that way we know what this is if we come back to it like a couple of months later. Like that. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try. So if this guy come over this way, come over there. There's a few things I need to do again. Yeah, apartment number 2. I think I need to do it right now. Yeah, okay. There's a few things we got to do. First thing first, let's get this list apartment ETN. Okay, on click, we need to hide this, the entry, set visibility to collapse because we want to hide it. And then we want to show this. So unit container, set visibility to visible. Okay, let's take a look quick. Huh, interesting. Wait a minute. I think it's this one though. Yeah, it's this one, not the unit container. It's this one we gotta show. Is it even a variable? Yeah, it's this one. Because that's the one that's showing this. So let's select this and set the visibility for this one. Wait, hold on. For this one. Visible. And this is color. Hold on, give me a minute. Let's see, visible collapse, let's see. I think I had it right the first time. Nope. So we hide this. This is visible. So we hide the entry container and then we set the, Yep, like that. And also, let's get, you know what? Let's do this. Let's open this, select this button, copy this, and let's go to widget UI btn. Let's create a default button and design on screen. Let's call this button txt for button text, and the size box, let's make it a variable for the button height. Now for button txt, on pre-construct start, and on pre-construct we're gonna get txt. We say set text. We just created a dynamic button so that we don't have to keep copying buttons and stuff. And let's do button text and button height. Let's say set min desired min height, and let's say button height. By default, let's give this a height of 45 by default, or 80 by default. And in this one, we can say button text, and we can grab the same thing, put it on begin play. Because now if we go to the graph, you see it says button text, and then it's 80. Oh, let's do these instant editable for both and expose on spawn for both. That way we can control them. I do have it in pre-construct, did I? Expose on spawn. Yeah. Oh, not these. Sorry, not these. Wait. Yeah, these are the ones that we need to do that too. Let me look at my button. Instead of wasting time, give me a second. So I guess all of it, everything. So the button txt. Where is the text? The button text. Yeah, I had it the right way. Expose on spawn, instant editable. Same thing over here. Editable in expose on spawn. And if I go here, why is the height not being exposed? Oh, maybe it will happen when we spawn. Okay, let's go here. So inside of the, let's hide this inside of this vertical box. Let's add a UI btn. Sidebar this. Wait, let me see. Align this to the bottom. No, full. Let's make this field then. Padding bottom, let's give it 15. And the text, oh, there you go. It's right there already. So we can say main menu. That way we can return to the main menu. So if we go back to the button, the UI button, whatever you want to say, call it. Let's add event on click. We call it dispatcher, call event up on button click. Call that. And you can do this for everything, your hover, your click, or whatever. button, click, button, click, and if we go to here, select this, we're gonna see the event right here, event button, click. When we click it, we can return to the main menu. We hiding everything pretty much. If we had something open, we hide it. So let's grab that also, and we hide in this one too. And we can say return to main menu from apartment list. So if we click, show it, what is it? Hold on. Yep, make sure this is visible. Excuse me. The button high, make sure it's visible. So like that, and then you see, if I go back to the main menu, there we go. I need to add the same functionality on my other project. So if I click number 2, lock, wait, what? Hold on. Let's remove this from the lock. Let's lock number 2. Let's go outside and see. And it's not there. So lock number 2. Oh, set hidden in game to false because we want to see it. And then at the door we say hidden in game to true. Yeah, like that. Because now it should not be outside. Yep. So if I do number 2, lock. Yep, there it is. Now it's locked. Okay, but because I don't have the apartment, it's not mine, it's gonna say no. But technically, it's locked. This is gonna be the eviction kind of note you put. Let's go to the whole process. Let's do this. So if the server come over this way, and then this guy goes over here, search, let's add the name, Trey. And give him apartment number 2. He can get it. Now if he goes outside, technically he can open the door. Should be able to close it. Open, close. But if I go, I need another way to get, yeah, I need to add the same button down here for the main menu. Let's see. Let's copy this. Hide. Which one is it? Not this. Not this. Yeah, this. Wait. Not this one. I think the one I'm looking for. Which one is it again? Yeah, it was the listen one. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, okay, the list. I was right. So this one right here, Let's wrap it with a vertical box, and let's put the unit button in there, to the main menu button, and let's say padding to the top like that. In fact, we can just the whole vertical box, let's give it an offset of 15 all around, and we can remove it from the button like that. Top, let's give 10, and then return main menu, and this one on the click side, we don't even have, we can just plug it like right there. Return from the main menu, we can plug it right there. So let's try it again. So if I bring him over here, okay, and we give him apartment number 2, rent. Let's return and menu anyway. Get the apartment, okay, and we already know everything is working with this, right? So if I go here now, it's apartment number 2, we lock it, he will see the thing. Now he won't be able to see, it says lock. He won't be able to get in because now we locked the apartment. So this will be the part where if you, let me show you. Let's hide this. And I think it's this. Yeah. So with this, the way I have it for me, it's the enable, right? So I just create a, give me 1 second, let me check my note real quick. Okay. The same way we get the unit. The same way we get the unit for the character. Let's see if we go to the character, we do the get unit. We can do the same thing. We can just grab the whole thing, right, on the get apartment unit inside of the character. If we go back to the button, to the office UI, we can get the character, make sure it's valid, and we paste this right here, and we get the unit from the character like that. So we get the apartment. For each loop, get the ref, get the children, okay, and I believe, yeah, get the children. I think we do need to pass the index here. Let's pass the index so we know which one. Door block, door index, okay, like so. Return within the apartment. Oh, whatever. I know what this is. Within the apartment. Exit this. What? Come on. Oh, put in the wrong thing. This one needs to be the Boolean. Okay, we need to create the function. Get apartment unit. Yeah, we were creating the wrong thing. And then we say door index. And then back to the apartment lock BTN. Let's remove this. You get the apartment unit. I guess we didn't need the door index then after all. We didn't need that. And add a return. Past the door. Remove that. And here we can say get lock by manager. Okay. So if that's true, we make it enabled. If not, we disable it. Am I doing it right? Is it the other way around? Yeah, it's the other way around. So like that. If it's locked by the manager, we disable the button. If it's not, we let the button on. Okay, leave the button on. So if I go ahead and do this, lock, because we make it lock by default. In the last time, wait, what? Hold on. No, why is it locked? If locked by manager is like by manager get unit. And here we do need to get the current proper door though, but we need to pass the door unit index instead. Like here in the get apartment unit, we need to pass the unit index. Okay, and to know exactly which door it's locked or not locked. But why is it locked by default? I don't get it. If it's locked by manager, what the? But why? Oh, wait, what? What is this? Okay. If it's locked by the manager, set button is enabled. Because right now it's gonna say it should enable the button, but it's not. What is going on? Today you just come here to make me upset, ain't you? Let's see. Let me see something real quick. That could even be the problem. And so if that's the problem, I just don't know what to do with Unreal. Door. Why is it locked? Because this is not locked. I don't get it. Why is this button locked by default? Because if I show you in my other project, it's the same thing I'm doing. If it's locked by manager, you know, same thing I'm doing. It just, for some reason it's locking this. It's in and it's not true here. So what's the problem? But this is where you would toggle or, you know, prevent people from unlocking the door if people don't pay their rent. But for some reason it's not working for me right now, and I don't want to waste a lot of time. I'll figure out why is it not working, and I'll let you guys know what's going on. But let's go to here and let's remove it from there. Okay, or you can just use this as a flip-flop. If you click the first time you click it, if it's locked, change the color to red, and then if you click it again, change the color to green to let people know it's locked and not locked, you know. So like that. So let me give you a demonstration real quick. For example, let's say let's grab this and let's add a flip-flop. There's another way you can do it. So if we go and select the button, and we can say set style. So right now we are locking the button, right? So we can say make on normal. We're gonna do for all of them, normal, press, and whatever. Okay, we're gonna change the color, which is the tint. When we lock it, we're gonna keep it to red, like that. And then we can hide unconnected pin, hide unconnected pin. Oh. Do that. And then hide unconnected pin. And then the first time when we click, it's red. Second time, we turn it to green. So put it 0, 1, 0, green. And red will be where we lock it. Wait, what is this? Uh-oh. That's not the one I want. Yeah, it's this one. Apartment lock. Slap this to a function. Change lock button color. Well, you're gonna have to clap this to a macro because you're gonna want 2 output. Okay, matter of fact, let's do that. Let's clap it to a macro. Right? We're gonna say change lock button color. Okay, so we pass this, and let's add it on that return node. The top will be lock button, and then the bottom will be unlock button. Okay, because if you're doing the unlock, you might want to reverse this. So for now, we're gonna do this. Okay, it's still gonna work when we click on it, still should work. Click on it, see, you click on it again, turn it green. Click on it, red, green. So we know green, it's unlocked. Red, it's locked. Matter of fact, them colors are too bright. Too bright for my eyes. So that's how you will identify which one is locked. So let's say if I say 1, lock 1, exit that. Well, Houston, we have a problem. Well, we can't, like I said, you can get the button at the index. So for example, the same way we do the apartment, we can get the button, but this is not so important. So let's keep it pushing. Okay, I'll figure this out and then we can just go from there. This is not important. So now what we need to do, two things. When we accept the agreement, we need to show the notification. Okay, so let's go to UI, because I know I'm already at like, in fact, we will do the notification in the next video because I know this video is getting long. And if you remember how we did the notification for the money and all the things, you can do it the same way. Just pop a widget, leave it in there for like 3 seconds and then push it out. But I will do it in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like what I do, leave a like in the video. And if you have any question or if you want to see something added to the series, leave it a comment in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.